So what you need to rig it, it's called a Texas rig. You take an offset EWG hook. This is a 2/0. This is just what I like to use. But you can also use 3 or 4/0. I wouldn't go higher or lower than that. And then you take a bullet weight that can slide up and down your line from anywhere to 1/16 ounce to like 1/8 ounce. It's your choice. But I use 1/16 because the pond here isn't very deep. And then you just slide the line through the bullet weight and then tie your hook on. I use a uni knot. And then you take the top of the end of your hook and then make sure to put it through the back side of this. This is a green pumpkin with pearl on the back. And you take it through and you slide it on about an inch, or not an inch, a ½ inch, 1/4 inch, and then you take it through the back. Make sure you put it through the back side or else it's gonna look weird. And then you take it all the way up, and once you get up here, you twist it 180, and then you slide it up. If you can, try to get it to cover the knot, because it's better, because then the weight doesn't beat against it. And then you take it, and then you measure by putting the craw up against like this, where the hook needs to go through. So for me, it's about right here on the craw. So you take it, put it at that point, stick it through, and then there you have it. And then to make it weedless, this is a used craw, by the way, so it's not very well rigged. Let me fix this. To make it weedless, you make sure it's slided all the way up here, and then you take the end of the hook and stick it in. And there you have your rigged, Texas rig, soft plastic rage craw. So there's 3 different ways to fish this. The first way is to cast it out. You let it sink. And then you just pop your rod up a couple times. Let it sink. Pop your rod up. And then you just do that until you get it back to the bank. And when you get a bite, you can feel it, you reel down, and you set the hook. Third way to fish it is by fishing it like a worm. So you just take your rod tip, you let it sink, and then you just drag it across the bottom. Just drag it. And obviously you'll be able to feel that. So you just, when you get the bite, reel in, set the hook. And then the third way is actually to just reel it in. Reel it in slow, give it a couple pops. That's how I only caught 1 fish on this so far because I haven't had this bait for long. But that's how I caught it, just by reeling it in, because it looks like a bait fish. Bass relate to covered. So you'll notice there's lily pads, there's the bank over there, that's where the bass would be. There's not many bass in here, so I'm not guaranteeing I'll catch one. But you want to cast next to things where a fish can hide at. That'll give you your best chance at catching a fish. Hopefully the Lord will bless me with one today. Just take it, give it some pops, maybe drag it a little bit. Give it some pops. You watch your line, if it goes straight, then you have a fish. Now I'm going to cast into the lily pads. Make sure when you cast it towards something, you don't cast at it, because then you might spook the fish. Cast past it, and then bring it towards you. Give it a couple pops. Make sure when the craw sinks, you you give it some slack line so it doesn't go down vertically, it goes down, straight down. So make sure it has some slack. So now I'm just going to try and just reel it in. Sometimes there may be a fish trailing behind it, so you give it some puffs, and that sometimes triggers a bite. Try dragging it this time. That's how you fish it. There's actually some pretty good lighting right now, so I should be able to show you how it looks in the water. So you'll notice the tails flutter around a lot. That's what the bass like, is all that movement, because it creates vibration in the water, which can attract them. So now I'm going to try and fish around, maybe I'll catch a fish. We didn't catch anything today, but I hope you guys learned a little something about how to use the Rage Craw. Have a good day.